So, of course, today we also have invited again two very special guests. The first one is the founder of ZENIQ, Magister Erwin Doctor, and the second one is the managing director of the SAFIR community, that's Henk Diebrink, and advisor of SAFIR, Werner Kaiser, that's me. Yeah? So, and of course, those two will lead us through this presentation, and so will give us a lot of news, a lot of updates. And so just as a recommendation, make notices for yourself, write it down, because possibly when you have built up already a community, so, and they cannot attend for which reason ever in this call today, so that you can share with them this exciting news and updates. And that's all the time good to write the things down, because then it's best remembered afterwards what was exactly said. Yeah? So that means we just get started over, and for that reason, of course, we look first a little bit on the topics, quick overview, current status about the migration process of Tupan. Then we talk very focused, of course, on the solution for all minters of the Tupan community token, and I think this is absolutely highlight. I have a lot to do with that. So what we will talk today, a mega incentive for the product launch of something very, very special. And so I think to the end of the presentation that everyone here in the call will be very, very happy. And like I also said last time, sometimes are happening things on the way which are not so nice in the first moments. But then many times it turns out that possibly this was a very good thing that it's happened like that, because something much more better was coming in the way. Yeah? So for that reason, of course, I want to give directly over to the founder of ZENIQ, because he will give us a little bit of updates about the current status of Tupan, this migration process, and so that we also have the latest news. And then, of course, we are going over to the very exciting informations, but this, of course, have to get answered first, short look first. So give over to you, Erwin. You're already in the call.
Yes. Hi, Werner. Pleasure to be here again, and to discuss and to launch and to announce all our new ideas and new products. And so I'm very excited about today, and I can't wait to go through the presentation.
Great. Yeah. But first, of course, we start a little bit with this topic. So a lot of people, of course, was attending already this voting mechanism. Possibly you can say a little bit more about that. Yeah.
So we launched, as you saw in our web on store, the T-Vote token, where you can vote, and this is based on the products that you bought from Tupan. And this is now specific, the voting for Tupan questions regarding the project, how we can go and develop certain things in a better way. And this mechanism will also be used then in the future for other products, so that we are seeing what the community actually wants. And I think this is very good to guide then in the future also the way from what the customer want, what the token holder want. And I think this is a very, very strong, also common way to do it in the blockchain world, and to get the feedback from the people outside. Yeah. And so we are very happy to have this. We have already some questions. We will put new questions in, and then going step by step forward, and we will start also to implement this for the other projects.
I think also one of these great things on this voting mechanism is it's happening direct on the blockchain. So this is the real voice of the people. So there is no way, how to say, to turn it a little bit around or something like that, like it's happening so many times out there in the world. So this is then 100% what people think, what people want. So also you could see it's like a tool of democratization, of a real one. And this is also what I like a lot on that. And of course, also the first questions were asked in the meantime about this migration process from Tupan. And I think also the outcome was quite clear.
Yeah, I think this is one very strong point also for the future for all products and all projects, and that you can clearly see how the people are voting. And what is important is that not every person have a voice, just one voice. Every person, depending on the tokens that he's holding, he have a higher voting power than the other one who have less token. And I think this is something that makes the whole thing a little bit more fair, because somebody who put more effort, more energy in this project needs to have a stronger voting power. And this is directly integrated in this. And I think this is a great mechanism to go forward. Yeah.
So higher engagement increases the voting power. So I think that's also super fair. And the results, what we see here, I think these are quite clear. Also, 97% in all these questions around have said, so we are not fine with that, what they have done in this migration process. And just not forget that also Tupan had a few people already with them before we all together with our time, sweat and everything have built up this community also for Tupan. So this could explain why it's basically not completely 100%, but it's very close to it. So that means from my point of view, this gives also a little bit, hopefully Tupan a little bit to understand that this move, what they have done was not the best one, to say it in a very, very nice way. And but anyway, like spoken also in the last call, we still hope, of course, that they go back to a normal behavior, a normal, how to say, forward-going procedure, so that no token holders, no token minters get harmed, so that all of those tokens can migrate. Also, the tokens which are still get minted in the future still, but we will see what they are doing. But I think it's also for them a good message to see what the community thinks. And I think for every project owner, it's very important to understand his own community, and what they want counts, because they in the end make a project successful or unsuccessful. So it's the community, so this is a very, very important stuff. Yeah. So, but now, of course, we are jumping over already to the solution, because also who was in the last call, we've explained it, I think, that very deeply there. So basically, ZENIQ and SAFIR have fulfilled the whole task in this cooperation with Tupan. So that means ZENIQ, of course, is the provider from the technology itself, validation process on the blockchain, from minting tokens. So of course, SAFIR, we have built it up together, a massive community for them, for this project. And so for that reason, of course, it have to be clear, because this was also promised by them 1.5 years long, that those tokens, of course, find their home in the Tupan project. And this have to be like that. But of course, like also spoken last time, we want to make sure that no one who have minted Tupan tokens gets harmed in any way. So that means the community counts for us everything. This is the most important thing. So we will stay behind your rack like a rock anytime. And for that reason, over the last few weeks, there was a lot of discussions, a lot of meetings to find something which is not just good, which is even better, possibly what everyone would expect out there. And when it was in the last call, you've seen already a little bit about it, but of course today we want to go a little bit deeper. Yeah. So the migration process from Tupan, basically what they have said was finalized or accomplished from their point of view on the 9th. So I hope they still, like I said before, find their wake up and understand that all those tokens have to migrate, or have to have the possibility to do that, because this is otherwise from their perspective not so good to not do it. Yeah? So there are a few ways how to say where it's very convincing that they have to do something. Let it say it on this way without saying it exactly what options are there in place. Yeah? So, but based on the circumstance that we of course don't know, because it's their project, there was coming up something which is very exciting, and this of course I think we also have explained it already last time. Also for this solution, ZENIQ and SAFIR have to how to say put a lot of money in his hands to make that possible. But of course our main goal is that everyone is happy, and this is the most important thing. So that means there were two options. Option one, everyone can, of course, migrate his Tupan tokens, or had the possibility to migrate based on their procedure. And the second thing is that everyone who have purchased Tupan masternodes will get something in addition. So this is nothing, just to understand it correctly, what SAFIR or ZENIQ would have to do, because the responsibility for that, what has happened there with Tupan, is on Tupan. So they have to clarify. Yeah? But we don't want that this situation harms anyhow the community itself. So for that reason, something additionally everyone will get who have experienced now the situation. So that means everyone who has purchased Tupan masternodes will receive 80% of the original purchase price in the form of a product coupon dedicated for masternodes, which will mint tokens for an upcoming tokenization project with enormous potential. And this all for free of charge. Yeah? So that means this is a big effort from ZENIQ and SAFIR to do that, because this is not something small. But yeah, it's important to us. So for that reason, we are doing it. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So, but there was a small upgrade, Erwin.
Yes.
Very, very lovely one. A very great one. Yeah.
No. I think we need to say also thanks to SAFIR and the whole support. And they put a lot of energy together now the last few weeks to come up with this plan. And this 80% were already, I think, an amazing move to say 80% of the purchase price, you will get vouchers in that amount. And this is already, we are talking about a few millions. And after discussing this, we said, okay, we go all in now, we do 100%. So every cent that you invested in Tupan, you will get replaced for the same amount in a product voucher, the same amount, so 100%. Yeah, and I think this is something that we said, okay, let's do it. And I'm very happy to go this and to have the support also from SAFIR. And so that next time when you are checking your back office, you will see that you spent 5,000 euros, 10,000 euros, 20,000 euros for Tupan, and you will have 20,000 euros in product vouchers in your back office, the same amount that you spent for Tupan. And I think this is already an amazing thing. And so this is why we are coming up in the post that SAFIR was posting 60 million euros airdrop, you can say. And I think this is phenomenal, historical, and amazing moment also. Yeah, and I think this is great. Thanks, as I said, to the whole community. And I like what Werner said, 100% behind the community. Yeah, I cannot wait for the next 2 years.
Yeah. So basically, it was still a little bit more than 60. It was more than 62. So, but just should show to everyone how to say how important it is for the whole SAFIR, ZENIQ management, for the whole company, whatever, to bring that in a way and do here something what nobody could ever expect. Because, like you've said, I think this has never happened before in the whole industry, that something was given in this way, in this size, in this amount. But yeah, but it's not just the product voucher itself. This is also important to understand. The very great thing is, in addition, what you can do with this product voucher, because these product vouchers are dedicated for a project with massive potential. And you see also already the logo of it. And there we will want to enter now a little bit more in this topic, so that really everyone understands deeply from what we are talking about. Yeah? So, because a product voucher, of course, is great already, but it's even more greater if this liquidity, this product voucher, have then in addition a great potential to grow in his value afterwards in addition. Yeah? So that means we are talking from a tokenization of one of the most valuable future assets in the entire ecosystem what ZENIQ have built up. So to give a part of that away is, of course, a big thing for them, because there was already, how to say, put that massive liquidity inside over the last years for this technical infrastructure to make that happen. And this project, of course, operates in $1 billion industry. It's possibly even bigger than that. I will give you then a few examples from what we're talking about. And this specific project, of course, have a market potential in the billions. Yeah? So, of course, we are talking now from blockchain and crypto. For that reason, of course, also a disclaimer, which is all the time important. You know, blockchain and crypto have a fantastic potential, but of course, it also have other sides. So for that reason, it's all the time important also to have a look on that. So everyone should take care in this regard anytime. Yeah. So tokenization of the ultimate super app, the ultimate super platform with a potential of in the billions. And so, of course, when it was last time in the call, we have seen a few things about that already. So possibly you hear it now twice, but possibly also a little bit the other way with additional information. So if you hear it first time, then of course, be very concentrated and focused about this information, because it's much more bigger like it seems possibly in the first moments. So I think everyone here in the call knows the Apple Store, knows the Google Play Store, and they have, of course, a very specific market, because they are sharing right now basically the market between each other. So, but there becomes something in addition in the markets, because, but just that they have a little bit the idea from which size we are talking about such platforms. According to a study by the market research company Analysis Group, the App Store system, also from Apple, have enabled developers to generate 1.1 trillion. Also it's not a mistake what is written here, 1.1 trillion in sales worldwide in 2022. Yeah? Apple Store, where you can download applications, and developers have the possibility to list it there. So this is an unbelievable amount. But then, of course, when we know in addition that everything is moving now in the direction of blockchain, of digitalization, then, of course, we also have to ask ourselves, is there something in place already, a decentralized solution where you can list, for example, blockchain-based applications? And the answer is no, this is not existing right now. So that means when you are the first one who brings something like that in the markets, you're rolling up again this whole market. And you have basically, again, a situation like Apple or Google had it years ago, because now something new is starting. It's a new generation. It's a new, how to say, a new time which have started. Yeah? So to be there, the first one who have something like that, of course, opens every door. So Nomo is the world's first and only fully decentralized platform for websites and blockchain-based applications. So this sentence, basically, you can repeat by yourself a few times in your mind to really understand from what we're talking now. Yeah? Erwin, want to say something in addition?
No, Werner, you're doing it amazing. So there is not a lot to say. I think the potential is huge, and one of the big assets and why we started the whole project was that we were fighting by our own with the Apple to list, our let's say app. And we saw all the difficulties that also other companies have, and that's why we produced this version that is able to launch totally different decentralized projects, because the technology allows it in a decentralized way to have these websites that are integrated in the app. Yeah, so they are not the app itself; it's a website that it's integrated, and that's why this possibility is possible to have these decentralized projects in this app in a way that the other ones cannot do.
So that means get started with Nomo will be one of the sentences, one of the slogans of the future, because it's the ultimate super app. Yeah? So where every user out there in the world will find exactly for what he's searching for, because like Erwin have said, it's based on the technical infrastructure, how it was built up, there's basically no limitation. And this, of course, also just a little bit to understand, was also sometimes the reason for time delays, because something like that never someone have built it up before. So this means this is not a copy-paste situation that you say, here's a part and here's a part, and we bring it somehow together and then we have something. This is something revolutionary. Very difficult to make, very complicated. And for that, of course, it have consumed a lot of time. But now they are on the status where it's also a good moment now to go in the market massively and also aggressively with that, because it's just the perfect moment to do it.
So I think maybe the closest and the best example in all the apps that are existing in the world is WeChat. The big difference to WeChat, and then you can see on WeChat all the possibilities, how big it is and what WeChat can do, is that it's totally centralized. This is the big disadvantage. And with us, it's totally decentralized. So it's the opposite. But from the possibilities, you can see which potential this app will have in the future.
Yeah. So basically, there are three fundamentals what this application, this platform have to offer for the community and for everyone out there. The first thing is unpink yourself. So unpink your life. I think in these situations where the whole world is entering right now, a lot of people, I think, start to understand that this could be something very important to be, how to say, back as an owner of your things and not a holder anymore. This is a big difference. So with self-custodial crypto wallets, of course, that means you decide, nobody else. Then, of course, NFT and staking possibilities, swap function, crypto debit card integrations. So like I said before, unlimited based on this technical infrastructure. So that means every feature, what you just can think now in the direction, what is also possible in this blockchain and crypto world, can be integrated. So the next thing is, of course, the first real decentralized messenger worldwide, where you can send, of course, text messages, video and voice capacity, then send picture, documents, group chat function, and what is completely unique out there, what nobody have seen before until today, the possibility that you can send cryptocurrencies to someone else, which is also using this application without knowing his receiving address directly in the messenger. You can say, for example, I want to send you, I don't know, 2 ZENIQ coins, I want to send you a Bitcoin, whatever, in the messenger, you push the button and it goes there. So that's revolutionary. And of course, the third thing, and this is the bigger thing on this three fundamentals, because this opens all these doors, and this is the so-called web on store, fully decentralized. So that means in-house developments can be listed there, developments of cooperation partners like WU. So they've announced already also in Budapest on our global summit. When it was there, you have seen it by yourself. That's 2024. They will, of course, also through a web on, will have on the Nomo app their marketplace so that you can book, for example, private flights. Also next year, of course, they're starting with the possibility to book commercial airlines. Then, of course, developments by users of the application, that's also possible. And third-party developments, that means companies which want to use this platform to list their products, their services to a big user base, which of course have then the possibility to, buy their product, use the service. So this, of course, is interesting for everyone out there who is searching for users and customers. So it's basically on both sides, customer side, and also, of course, people, companies who want to bring product services in the market, a perfect foundation to do that. So this means the potential is unlimited. Just want to jump now shortly a little bit more in these three fundamentals that this got understood possibly even a little bit better. So this is also what you have said, Erwin, before. So based on this, this market dominance of these two providers in the market, it's getting more and more difficult, specifically for companies which are operating in the blockchain space, crypto space, whatever, to list specific services. Because a few of the services, of course, are very promising for the future. So they also have sometimes in mind to drive these businesses by their own, because they can decide, because they are sharing it basically, the whole market. So that means this is something very, very strong, because it opens a lot of possibilities. And also, of course, you know that the ZENIQ, the swap itself on the Nomo app was already finalized a few months ago. And then they've realized it was not possible to get it live because they have not approved it. Not because there is something strange in it, it's a normal swap function, of course, completely decentralized, but this is services possibly what they want also, how to say, go a little bit deeper or a little bit more in this direction in the future. Yeah? So, but here, of course, it's now another situation based on this technical environment. So it's also this first foundation, a global platform for blockchain and crypto features, like said before, crypto wallet, swap function, NFT marketplace, staking possibilities, crypto cards, integrations, and of course, what is the most important thing, because a lot of things are not listed here, which will also, how to say, the market will develop outside in the next years, but that's no problem because technically it's unlimited. It's basically unlimited what you can do with that. So then, of course, we have this decentralized messenger, the first real decentralized messenger in the world. So that means you have a protected, absolutely privacy-based communication, which is possible, based also on 100% decentralization. And you have, in addition, based that everything is connected there, the possibility, like I said before, to send cryptos directly through a messenger. This is spectacular. But also, I think, Erwin, you would like to say something to that?
Yeah, I can give a quick update. Maybe you realize that at the moment, the messenger is not working. It's on hold. Why? Because we are at the moment building the whole infrastructure much bigger, because the whole video function was a little bit of a challenge, and we wanted to have the video function included. That's why we needed to change a few things. We are working like crazy to finalize everything, hopefully before Christmas, so that before Christmas we will have everything again online, and then step by step we will add all the new functions. Yeah, but it was a big, let's say, add-on that we needed to change a lot of increase of infrastructure to be able then in the future to have this video function, which is a must in our app, and we wanted to have it.
Yeah, great. Yeah. So then we have here the third foundation of the technical infrastructure, and this is, of course, this what opens all these doors. This is the web on store. So possibly you've seen it already when you go on the website of the Nomo app, also nomo.app. Then you also, of course, have there a menu item which is called Web on Store. And there you see already the first web ons which are running there. You just can click on it, like you see it here also on the screen. Then there is opening a QR code. You just scan it with your Nomo app, with the camera of your Nomo app, and it appears in your Nomo app. Yeah? So then you can use this service, which is offered through that directly, and it could be anything. It could be anything. So we give you then also, of course, a few examples what could run there through this web-ons on your Nomo app in the near future, and of course also what could come next. But also something today was activated, and I think a lot of people were waiting on that already, so they will be very happy. But for that, of course, Erwin, I give over to you, because that's something very great. And it gives us a little bit of feeling how that works, because this also works very special. No? But of course, you will say more about that. Yeah.
So first of all, we had also some discussions. We will change the name of the Web on Store. We will call it the Discovery Web on, because you will have in the future a lot of discoveries of all the companies, of all the projects that will be launched in the Web on Discovery channel. And so this is the first thing. The second thing, something that people were waiting for such a long time, but it's now live. So we will have our Avinok migration, and you will see how easy it is to swap from the Avinok ERC20 to Avinok SEN20. So it's already live. The link is already online in the Telegram group, ZENIQ in Telegram. You can click on the link, and then you can already use the swap function to see how easy it is to migrate from one blockchain to the other one. So we are happy to have this ready, and you can already test and swap and change your AVINOC token.
Yeah, that's absolutely great. And of course, it's all the time when you do a feature first, also the first feature takes all the time the longest one on this way. So, but of course, the next thing's already in preparation. So we can look very positive forward. What will come there within the next weeks, because also a few days ago, there was a meeting with programmers. They, how to say, they could not even describe how happy they are now that this is this basic fundament, this infrastructure is now on this level that all these web-ons can be activated, because they can create now so fast these things which were never possible in the past, and they're also not possible somewhere else, but it's possible here. Yeah? So AVINOC swap from ETH to ZEN20 activated. And you can, like I said earlier before, QR code, so you can scan it right here. Or of course, you go directly to the Nomo.app website and have also a look there to the web-on store, how it looks like, and possibly there are also already other web-ons, what you have overseen. You also could download them and just start to use it. Yeah? So it's live. So, but now back, of course, to the potential when we talk about this Nomo app, this Nomo platform, and just to give you an idea. And these are 3 applications out there in the market where a lot of people, I also was a little bit surprised when I have seen the first time about the valuation in the market. So Telegram, for example, have right now around 500 million users. And they have a market valuation of around $30 billion. $30 billion. Yeah? So then you have their WhatsApp. They, of course, was one of the first ones who have got big. They have around 2 billion users right now worldwide. Yeah, they were sold 2014 to Facebook, which is also called now Meta. And the valuation in this moment was $16 billion, but this was 2014. So of course it's not easy right now to find the current valuation, but you can assume that this was 2014, this value. It can be, I don't know, double, triple in the meantime, but it's for sure a massive number. And then of course you have this app which was going very viral in the last years worldwide, and this is TikTok. So the owner, the company which is owning TikTok is called ByteDance. They have right now 1.6 billion users and they're evaluated with $250 billion. Unbelievable. Yeah. So, but we should not forget which services those messengers offer right now. These are only messengers. So these all the things what you have seen before, you will not find there because it's not there. Yeah? So for the reason we want to do a short comparison between, for example, Telegram and the current and future features of Nomo. And so what we see here, of course, are things from Nomo which are activated partly already. Others are in development. And others, of course, will take still a little bit time, but this is how it will look like. And now we want to compare it a little bit with the features what Telegram offers outside there right now to their user base. And so then we will see possibly a very, very clear difference. So Telegram is a messenger. It's a great messenger, but it's a messenger. So all these other things are not there. So you can assume when you have all this and even much more based on this unlimited possibilities of this web-on store, all this on this application that people can download for free, that this opens, how to say, a user base where we just can, how to say, imagine right now where this could go. So I also would like to give a few examples for these web-ons, because this also is creating, of course, the income stream, and the strong one, because you can add basically everything. So the first thing, for example, which is getting very popular, more and more, people want to know from where their products are coming. Yeah, the clothes what they wear, how they are produced, the food what someone eats, from where this is really coming. Is this nature? Is this something? Whatever. Yeah? So this is, for example, good scanning and certificates of authenticity. So something that, of course, for example, could be a web-on. Then, of course, advertisements. You see that very often in the meantime also on Telegram, which is in the first moment sometimes not even to see that it's advertising. But of course, when someone is putting their advertising, you can assume that this is not for free. They have to pay something to run the advertising on Telegram. So here, of course, same possibilities. There can be run advertising directly on the Nomo messenger. KYC contracts. So those people of you who have ordered already a ZENIQ debit card, they know that they had the possibility to do their KYC process directly on the blockchain, which is spectacular. So also running on Nomo. And of course, you have, how to say, unlimited list of possibilities when we talk about shop systems. This all can be web-ons, travel platforms, for example, that you can book your flights, your hotel accommodations directly on the Nomo app. Online shops of all kinds, product services. So no limits. And of course, one of the biggest parts to leverage evaluation for something like that is, of course, the number of users. How more users you have, how more attractive it gets for companies out there who want to offer to this user base their products and their services. So that means every user is increasing the valuation of Nomo. And there, of course, we are in a perfect position because we have already a huge user base just when we talk about the SAFIR community. So this is a driving engine, which is, of course, sharing this information to the world. So it will be possible when we are doing what we could do and what we are all able to do together to make that very, very big, very fast. So this list, of course, of possible income streams can be added endless. Erwin?
Yeah, I think I can just add to that. Based on that, you see that to increase the power of the Nomo app, we need more users, and we have a super strong community. And connected with the network, we can explode in this. And I think this is one of the strongest tools. This is why so many companies are interested in the community, because this is the power of the whole project. And so I see like huge potential. Yeah. And if I see the numbers from Telegram or TikTok or WhatsApp, I see what could be possible. Yeah. And I think this is one of the strongest tools that we have on our portfolio. And I'm very happy because it can be like a very easy door opener, when the community is trying to grow and to say, hey, download the app, it costs nothing, yeah, and look what all the things you can do with it, yeah. And I think it's a great opener and a great starter. And I'm very proud also of what would be or what was already developed and what will be developed.
Yeah, and this whole thing, part of it gets tokenized. So that means this is, of course, also then driven based on these revenue streams, what the Nomo app can open. So that means the token, which is representing that, is, of course, driven again by real economy. Oh, sorry, the light have turned off by itself. So it's driven by the real economy and so real use cases of the real world out there. And this makes it so strong, of course. So that means a part of these profits from all these revenue streams, what the Nomo app can build up, will be used to purchase the Nomo token from the markets and burn them. So that means this is an ongoing mechanism which is running in the background. Yeah? And when you've seen before this market valuations just from Telegram, for example, when we talk about such figures, which can be reached, of course, not tomorrow, it takes time. But when something like that is reached, you just can assume with all these mechanisms, what can be reached and how this token could be supported to go, how to say, in the way that everyone is only happy afterwards. So also possibly you know that Telegram also have his own coin, and this is called the Ton coin. And like I said before, they also have advertising they're running, but basically it's a messenger. Basically it's a messenger. And the spectacular thing on that is you can prove it by yourself, and you go, for example, on CoinMarketCap, at the Ton coin, you know, there are 10,000s of different cryptocurrencies in the meantime. But the Ton coin in the global ranking is on the 11th place, on rank 11 worldwide. This is the Telegram coin. So, and now we compare a little bit again. We all the time have in mind that 30 billion is the valuation of Telegram, and the coin in the background, 11th in the world in the meantime. And now we have seen before what Telegram is doing and what Nomo can do. With this mechanism, with these features, with these revenue streams, plus. So an endless list of possibilities. So then we have to ask ourselves, when the Ton coin is today on rank 11, where this Nomo token could go with that what we just have seen. As I think it can get so strong, like we not can think right now in this direction. Because it's an ongoing thing. When these are coming in, these web-ons from companies, product, services, this can build up more than huge. So, but how you can be part of this decentralized revolution, of this potential in the billions, and this is possible through decentralized minting, a direct valuation on the blockchain, and decentralized miners are sending back as a reward for this valuation on the minting wallet of the respective user as a reward, these tokens. Also, of course, there's running for every single user own smart contract. So also from the technical infrastructure, when we talk about this decentralized minting process, which ZENIQ have developed, it's spectacular. It's really spectacular how it's done. And this is a real live minting. So how this is possible to get part of Nomo and if this potential, what is there in the background. And for that reason, we have here already a little bit the overview. So, you know, when someone have a carrier node, this is the ZENIQ master node, this can be a physical device, what you have at home, but it also can be an in-house hub. It's a processor connected, of course, technically also with his own smart contract and everything. And is maintained and serviced for the user in addition, so that they have all the time electricity, internet, everything what is needed, that this minting process, this valuation is running on the blockchain. And when someone have this carrier nodes already, then you have the possibility, when he will say, okay, I also want to mint in addition this Nomo token to have their add-on on it, and one full master node for this Nomo possibility. So a full master node of Nomo is 1,398 euro. And then of course there's also the possibility, in addition, when someone says they have not the carrier node right now, minting node, the minting node, the full node is 1,820. And then of course there are also the possibilities of minting shares. So when someone says, of course, because it depends all the time also on the personal possibilities, or on the how to say, how someone have understood what it is. Because from my point of view, when I see to that and I see that what potential is in the background, then I know for myself what they have to do. But also in this case, when someone says, of course, I want to be part of it, I also want to mint this Nomo token, but I don't have the potential to do this. It starts basically already with a minting share with 140 euro. And so then I can validate tokens on the blockchain and can be part of the potential of this Nomo super app and platform. But of course, this all you find the completely overview in your SAFIR back office. Of course, we are going now quite fast through the things, but of course there are a lot of additional informations so that you not miss anything. So, and how you personally can influence the evaluation of the Nomo app. Because on these features, what we've seen before, with all that, you can just assume when this platform, this Nomo app reaches around 100 million users, which valuation this could build up until then. Because there's also one thing more inside, which makes it so spectacular for companies, for example, to have their web on running on the Nomo app, because there are connected crypto wallets. Of course, not everything is activated immediately, so this is a building up process. But that means you not just can have their advertising or something like that, you have also the possibility to just push the button because there's a crypto wallet next by or a debit card integration. So that means it's a marketplace, an unlimited marketplace. So, and how you personally can support that Nomo gets even more successful, how to say, we have a direct influence on that by ourselves. And one of the strongest tools for that is, of course, to build up your own SAFIR community, because every SAFIR user, based on this connection with the back office and everything, gets automatically also a user of Nomo. So that means how bigger the SAFIR community goes, beside all the others out there, we just download it from the internet and say, okay, what is that? Fantastic, what they can do with that. Also, besides that, when the SAFIR is growing, automatically the Nomo valuation in the market is going up. And when you meet Nomo, of course, then you influence with that also directly the development process of the token in the market. So this makes 100% sense. Yeah? Erwin?
Yeah, no, I cannot add a lot to all of this, and I think it's as I said, huge potential, and it's depending on how fast we can grow. The faster we grow with the community and the users of the app, the more interesting we are for bigger companies. And as soon as bigger companies are part of the plugin and they have their own add-on integrated, it will be more and more interesting, of course, because when we have 500,000, 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 100 million people on it, companies are getting more and more attracted because they want these users, they want the community, they want to have access to this. And through the Nomo, they're getting this access. Yeah? And I think this could be a very, very strong tool in the future. And it's like, as I said, the perfect starter to open a discussion and to have somebody integrated as a first step in the community.
Great. Yeah. So based on all these indicators, what we just have seen, everyone can ask himself where the Nomo token could go, where this could go. Yeah. Also fantastic. So, and it also starts with a strong incentive for this pre-launch of the Nomo masternodes. So it will start with a minting power of 110%. And then, of course, it's a common procedure. It will be reduced every week with 1% until the minting starts. And then the moment the minting starts, of course, then also the algorithms will start from time and sales halving. But of course, if someone says, okay, that's fantastic, I want to be part of that, 110% minting power is better than 108. Yeah? So this makes a lot of sense. But there is more than that, much more. Because, like you have started in the beginning, it was not just a goal now to say to have a massive solution for the situation, what has happened there with Tupan. It was also the goal, how to say, to bring with this move now, this Nomo app so strong in the market, like we never had the possibility to do so before, because nobody was thinking in this direction. Because you also have heard last time in the call, this tokenization was basically planned for next year. So this situation have moved it now forward. So it's coming a little bit earlier, but like I said in the beginning, sometimes it turns out that a special situation can create something better than it was expected. So, and for that reason.
And Werner, before you're going now to this, and I'm not a network marketer, but also I got super excited about this solution, and I think everybody who will hear that will go crazy and will lock himself down for the next few weeks. And but I don't want to say too much because Verna, please, it's your part. And I was also very, very excited with this solution.
Yeah. So that means we want to bring with absolute power this solution in the market. So that means when you build up your SAFIR community, you will benefit exceptionally like never seen before. So for that reason, is starting to the pre-launch of the Nomo masternodes a mega incentive, because like I said, everyone who is minting the Nomo token is automatically also a user of Nomo, because it's your own product. Yeah, you're minting it by yourself. So that means there's, from everyone who is part of this tokenization, is a nature interests to share that with others, because how bigger it gets, how higher is the potential for the token in the market afterwards. So this is a perfect combination. And for that, we want to give full power in this direction. And for that reason, this mega incentive was created. And I just have to say something up front again before we see it, because thanks again back to ZENIQ and also of course to SAFIR, because what you just see now is also something what costs the companies in the first moment money. Yeah? So it's not just this vouchers what we have seen, this product vouchers in the value of 62 million euro. In addition, to make that happen, for those who say, I really build up now, I understand what we are what is talked here, I really move it forward, they will have an incentive when they build up their community with Nomo, because this also supports all other projects. It supports everything. So for that reason, this pre-sale will start on a very, very special way. And this have to do with the benefit rating. It's the most aggressive pre-launch whatever was done. So that means also the benefit rating have, it's not correctly 100% this word, but we could call it like that, something like a halving. So that means it starts with 95% in the benefit rating. So the only reason why this is possible is why ZENIQ and SAFIR are putting again marketing budget together to support the start of the pre-sale of the Nomo masternodes. Otherwise, this would not be possible, because you can assume, of course, in the background, this technical infrastructure, the developers, everything what is needed for all these things. So this is not something where there's any overhead for the company. The company have to pay in to make this possible. But we want that you have such something strong in your hands that you can, how to say, rise up your community and your network like never before. This is the intention behind. So it starts with a benefit rating in the benefit plan of unbelievable 95%. And then it goes down every week for 1% until it reaches 90% in the benefit rating. So that means when you include the 90% in total 6 weeks. And the very special thing on that is when you calculate it now forwards, until we reach 90% in the benefit rating, this will be the 23rd of December. So that means you can give yourself and your whole community the best Christmas gift what they ever have seen. 95% benefit rating on the product sales of the Nomo masternodes. And then when they have reached 90% in the benefit rating, then an additional mechanism is coming in. So that means from this on, these figures, these numbers will be communicated then soon. It will happen in blocks. So for example, when 2,000 additional masternodes are in the market, are sold, then it goes again down 1%. Again, 2,000 masternodes, again down 1%. So until we are coming down at the around 80%, which is still unbelievable good. but this will be discussed. There's still a little bit time. You know, of course, to make all this happen, this have to happen in a very short time frame. So a few things we still have to communicate a little bit afterwards, but just that you understand how it works. Also unbelievable, unbelievable. So, and then is coming something in addition in place. In the moment the Nomo token is listed on the exchanges, 5% of the whole product sales of Nomo masternodes will be used to purchase tokens from the markets, from the exchanges, and burn them. So that means this is in addition supporting massively the price development of the Nomo token. So that means this whole thing is connected together. So the first thing is to build up a massive community, and you can calculate a little bit by yourself what is possible with such a benefit rating. So you build up massively your community, and at the same time, how more people are using it, everything starts to move. And then, of course, in addition, when the listing starts on the exchanges, 5% from this moment on from the product sales is used to purchase in addition tokens from the markets and burn them. Plus all these other features what you have seen from the web store, so from the web-ons, when companies advertising this, which are also buying in them the token in the market, and also will be burned in addition. So where this could go, so unbelievable goods, I think so. And Erwin would like to say something?
No. Perfect. I'm also super excited. And when we started to talk internally about this, I know that some guys will lock down now for the next 6 weeks and say, okay, for Christmas, I will make my best Christmas present this year. And I think it's great. I mean, with 95, still with 90, you can earn so much money in the next few weeks, like never before. And I think this is great to activate, and the pitch is easy. You can call actually all Tupan token holders and tell them, look in your back office, there is money there that you can spend for free. And so I think this is great. And then activating the people again and start to push now for the next few weeks. And I think it's great incentive, great plan. And I think we did a great job. Thanks to the community. And I'm super excited now for the next few weeks.
Yeah. So just that there is no misunderstanding. So these product vouchers, of course, when they are redeemed for this Nomo masternodes, there is no benefit rating on that. So this is not commissioned in any direction, because this coupons, how to say, is a big effort for the companies, already a very big effort. But of course, when people are building up and recommending and showing the possibilities of Nomo, and people say, okay, I want to purchase masternodes of Nomo, then this benefit rating comes, and unbelievable strong. So those people who really understand now what we see here, they know what they can make out of that just in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Also, when it then goes a little bit down, it's still unbelievable high. But this, of course, is needed to create out millions over millions of users for Nomo, and this influences every process in all directions. This is like, how to say, the flagship which goes forwards, and everything else follows automatically, because then the people see this in addition, and everything, all these possibilities what we have. That's just amazing. So when this all starts, it starts now. So that means when you go now in your back office and you look inside there about the product coupons, 100%, like said in the beginning, the original purchasing price of Tupan masternodes, 100% same value in product coupons, which are dedicated to Nomo masternodes. So you can purchase masternodes of Nomo, can enter with that, of course, this massive project. And in addition, is starting also for those people who say, okay, this I want to use to build up my community, the pre-launch phase for the Nomo masternodes. And with this benefit rating that we just have seen before, it starts now. It starts today. So when you look and visit your back office, you will see there already everything in there. And yeah, so those people who understand know what could be done in the next days, weeks, and yeah, use it for yourself to make something possible what was never possible before. Use this mega incentive and to build up your community stronger and faster than ever. Yeah, than ever. But of course, now I want to give over to Henk. I think you also want to, how to say, give additional thoughts to that what we just have seen. And yeah.
Thank you, Werner, and thank you, Erwin, and thank you, ZENIQ. And good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending where you are on this historical Zoom. I'm so happy we have so many of the community of you here. And as I said last time, we are building the biggest house in town, not by breaking down all the other houses, but really build it. In other words, we are building the biggest network marketing company in the world, not by attacking others, but by really building it. Why? Because we have the best leadership in this company, because ZENIQ and SAFIR invested millions in this technology, what make it possible to have the Nomo app. And where others put all that money in outside bling bling liabilities, we reinvested this in this technology. And now, people, now it is time to pluck the fruits of this investment. Now we have the Nomo app. And as you maybe know, the currencies are losing buying power. And that is why prices are going up. It's called inflation. And central banks are buying in huge amount gold. Gold is a real asset. They get rid of the bonds, what is a liability. With an asset like gold, you are not depending on others because you own it yourself. And we put us now self on the gold standard. Let me repeat that. We have put ourselves here as a company on the gold standard because we own this app. This has a real value long time. And not like some scams have only outside fake value. We have a real internal value. No other MLM or any other company has this kind of app. You have seen this. You have seen the $1 billion validation of WhatsApp, of Telegram, of TikTok. This decentralized app can do much more than those central apps. Not only because of the decentralized technology, but also, most important, because of us. No company in the world have a community like us. No company in the world have leaders like us. We, as SAFIR, love our company. That's why we are a community. That's why we're all doing it. This community, this global movement, will help people to hedge against inflation, will help to unbank them, will help them in an income, in an environment that will be creating more inflation. More people will have compliance problems with their banks, and there will be huge more unemployment. This global movement will conquer the world, and we are all part of it. We will create history. So invite people to the Zooms, to the live events, to our live national events. We'll have fantastic national events all over the place. Look in our agenda. You can see all the information. We're going to totally upgrade of the agenda and inform everybody. Start to do your napkin presentation. We also going to update this napkin presentation. And use this fantastic promotion till the end of December to position yourself for the best year of your life. The best year of your life will be 2024. I love this community. I love this global movement. Tonight, we have made history. Thank you very much, Werner.
Great. I love it, Henk, like you just have explained it and said it. And yeah, so for everyone in the call, you have seen today really something from my point of view, which is spectacular. So it's of course up to you what you make out of that. But when you're ready to make something unbelievable out of that, something unbelievable great, you have everything you need for that. So I say a lot of thanks for everyone who was attending. And of course, you know, we have already a little bit over time because normally 10 minutes ago, the German call have started already. So for that reason, I wish everyone, of course, the best. Still great evening, and use the possibility, use this mega incentive to build up your community. But just that we also give the German-speaking users and members of SAFIR the possibility to also hear the same information. So we let them in now, of course, and we are using the same Zoom room. So that means you also can listen it, of course, by yourself in German again. But if this is not the case because you speak not German, so then I say a lot of thanks, and we are starting the German Zoom in around 2 minutes. Thank you. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Recording stopped.